All right, welcome back. Today we are diving deep into a component that is, honestly, the unsung hero of any serious AI workflow in n8n, and that is the text splitter. Yeah, I know it doesn't sound super flashy, but trust me on this one. Getting this right is the secret to building an AI that's actually reliable and accurate instead of one that just fails all the time. So let's get into it. So let's kick things off with a problem that I'm pretty sure you've run into before. You try to feed a big document, like a PDF, to your AI bot, and what happens? It either flat out fails or it spits back a totally bizarre, nonsensical answer. It's super frustrating, right? Well, that's the exact problem we're going to solve today. And this slide right here, it really just says it all. Look at the left side, without splitting. It's a disaster, right? You've got failed workflows, your data gets all garbled, and your AI assistants are basically useless, giving you these vague, unhelpful answers. But then, look at the other side. When you do it right with splitting, man, it is a night and day difference. Your data fits perfectly within the model's limits, the quality of your embeddings just skyrockets, and your AI can finally pull out the exact correct information you need. It's a total game changer.
Okay, so to really get a handle on this, we first have to understand the why behind the problem. Let's dig into what I call the AI reading problem and look at why size really, really matters for these large language models.
So, there are basically three big reasons why LLMs just can't handle massive files. First, they have these really strict context length limits. You literally can't just shove an entire book in there and expect it to work. Second, even if you could, their performance actually gets worse the longer the text is. And finally, and this is a big one, it gets super expensive, super fast to process all that data. These are the hard limits that mean we can't just dump a whole document into a model. So how do we get around all of that? Well, this is where our solution comes in. Say hello to the text splitter. It's basically the hero your AI workflow has been waiting for. A tool designed specifically to tackle every single one of those limitations we just talked about. So what is this thing really? Well, put simply, a text splitter is just a node in your workflow that takes a huge wall of text and chops it up into smaller, much more manageable chunks. You can almost think of it like pre-chewing food for your AI. It makes it super easy for the large language model to process everything efficiently and, most importantly, accurately. And once you start looking, you see these things everywhere in powerful n8n workflows. Are you building a RAG system, feeding PDFs into a vector database? Yep, you're going to need a splitter. Creating one of those cool chat with your documents features? You absolutely need a splitter. Ingesting a whole knowledge base, analyzing crazy long emails, or building a summarization pipeline? You guessed it, the text splitter is the essential piece of the puzzle. Okay, so it's pretty clear we need a splitter. But here's where things get really interesting. Not all splitters are the same. The next critical step is picking the right tool from the toolkit to create those perfect, meaningful chunks of text. This is a big deal. This table breaks down the main options really well. You've got your basic character splitter. It's fast, but honestly, it's kind of clumsy. It can just chop a sentence right in half. Then you have token-based splitters, which are great if you're all in on a specific model, like from OpenAI or Gemini. But I want you to look at the one with a star next to it, the recursive character splitter. Seriously, for most of what you're going to do, this is your best friend. It's smart. It tries to split by paragraphs first, and if that doesn't work, it splits by sentences. This is perfect for keeping the original meaning of your documents intact. All right, so we've covered the what and the why. Now it's time to get into the how. Let's take a look at what this actually looks like inside our real n8n workflow. It's a really clear, logical pipeline. First, you read a file. You extract the text. And then, bam, step 3, there's our star player, the text splitter node. After the text is broken into chunks, you then generate embeddings for each piece. You store those in a vector database, and then you're all set to retrieve them for your AI app. You see how it's right there in the middle? It's the absolute critical link in the entire chain. Okay, so you've picked your splitter, you've dropped the node into your workflow. But hold on, before you hit that run button, there are 2 settings that you absolutely, positively have to get right. Honestly, these 2 little numbers will make or break your results. First up, chunk size. This one's pretty simple. It's just the maximum size for each piece of text, measured in characters. Now the sweet spot, you're going to want to aim for something between 300 and 1,000. Why? Well, if you go too small, you lose all the important context. But if you go too big, you run right back into those LLM problems we're trying to avoid. So yeah, stick to that range and you'll be in great shape. And the second crucial setting is chunk overlap. This is like the secret sauce that stops you from losing key information. It makes sure that each chunk shares a little bit of text with the one before it and the one after it. Just think about it, right? If you split a sentence right down the middle, the two halves lose their connection. A little overlap, maybe 50 to 150 characters, is usually perfect to keep that context flowing from one chunk to the next. Don't skip this step.
Okay, with those settings down, you now have the fundamentals to build a pretty good workflow. But hey, we're not here for good, we're here for great, right? So let's wrap up with a few pro tips and the biggest takeaway from all this.
All right, here are the best practices you should just burn into your brain. For PDFs, just default to the recursive character splitter. It's your go-to. Always, and I mean always, add some overlap. If you are using a token-based splitter, just double-check that it matches your embedding model. Oh, and here's a good one. Log your chunk count. It makes debugging way easier. And finally, just try to avoid making teeny tiny useless chunks. Anything under 100 characters is probably not helping. And just to be super clear, you don't need a splitter for everything. It's total overkill for really short stuff, like chat messages or simple text classifications. You want to save this powerful tool for when you're dealing with the big stuff, ingesting documents, building out knowledge bases, or analyzing long-form text. So, if there's one thing you walk away with, it's this. Text splitters are, without a doubt, the backbone of any advanced AI workflow in n8n. I mean it. Without them, your RAG pipelines are just going to break and your embeddings will be worthless. They are the fundamental building block for getting both accuracy and scale.